Anya, welcome to NDTV.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anya, these are your first few interviews.
Yes.
These are the interviews where people will watch you. Since you're in the movie business, becoming an actor, they will judge you. They will decide whether they want to watch your film or not. So, any kind of a brief that you've got, how to be, what to do, what to say?
No.
No?
No. My brief is to be myself.
Right.
Because I think you're the most comfortable and honest when you're yourself.
Right.
And people connect with you the most if you are honest and true to yourself. So
Right.
that is my brief as
Right.
of now.
Tell me, we saw your big launch with Anushka Sharma. What was that like? Because Anushka is someone who's been in exactly your shoes.
She's also somebody who I really respect.
Right.
I really admire her as a person. I love her work. So I remember when I was told that Anushka Sharma would be launching me, I was like, this is like, it's taken me to another height of excitement at this point.
Right.
But you know, when we were sitting outside, she was talking to me and we were having a very normal chat. And I think she went through the same emotions I was going through at that point. So we connected in some way, and I think she really helped me through my interview also. If you saw, she really moderated it well, and I felt very secure sitting over there.
She kept telling the media, be easy.
Yeah,
be
she
easy
was
on
just
her.
like, be easy on her, be nice to her. So I actually felt very safe around her, which is great because it was the first time I was seeing her, and I've just seen her on screen. And
we saw what all she said on stage. What did she tell you before that? Like, is there something that she told you?
You know, surprisingly, we actually didn't talk about what was going to happen. We were talking about like our families or the fact that we like dogs or just very basic stuff about each other. Nothing to do with what is going to go on, what questions are going to be asked. She just said, enjoy yourself, don't worry. And it's normal to be nervous. She's like, I'm also nervous. So I was just like, you're also nervous? I was, so yeah. I guess that nervousness remains.
Okay, tell people, where are you from? What have you studied? How did acting happen?
I'm from New Delhi. I went to boarding school. So I didn't spend that much time in Delhi. I was there till about class 5. Then I went to boarding school in Ajmer, Mayo College. I graduated from there. I used to do theatre. I've learned classical dancing. So I used to do Odissi. So a lot of stage performances. I think at the back of my head, I always had this want to be an actor. But I never had the courage to go and tell my mother, Ki, Mama, I want to be an actor.
Right. Why is that?
Because we come from this family. My grandfather is an army officer. My father's a doctor. Very far from anything to do with this industry.
So what was the reaction then?
No. The reaction was simply no. No, what do you talk? Like, my mother actually thought it's a passing phase. That my daughter, like a lot of kids have this phase, na ki mujhe bhi actor banna hai, mujhe bhi actress banna hai, because it looks like so much fun. And there were a lot of apprehensions because a lot of people from around had sent their children to pursue this profession, and it didn't work out. Or they did small things and it didn't work out. So there was a lot of discouragement. I'd say people said, "Don't send her. She's the only child. She's a girl. This profession, they make you do so many things." So I think my entire family was very against it in the beginning. Till my mother realized that she's very serious about it. Like, it wasn't a passing phase. So I think once...
So how did that no become yes?
Once they realized that I really, really wanted to do this, they switched. And they were very supportive, I must say. And I think my friends really gave me that encouragement from the day go, because they kept saying that, this is your dream, tell them, talk to them, they'll understand. So they really pushed me. I think they saw it in me initially.
Nice. And then came the big news that you're doing a Yash Raj film. How did that happen?
You hear a lot of stories about luck and being at the right place at the right time.
It's true.
It's true. Now I agree with it. Initially I didn't. But I went to a coffee shop to use the washroom before a workout, and Anushka Sharma was sitting there, and she looked at me and I looked at her, and I obviously knew who she was because the casting directors. And she just looked at me and she said, "Do you want to audition for this movie that I'm doing?" And I said, "Why not?" And the next day I remember I started auditioning, and for 2.5 months I auditioned, and then I landed up with this film.
And then everybody talks about the meeting with Aditya Chopra. What was that like?
It was I think very big in my head, but
Right.
when it actually happened, it was a very relaxed, chilled out meeting where I realized that Aditya Chopra is just like any other person.
Is he? We have not met him.
He's actually so simple to have a conversation with,
Right.
which is great because, you know, initially I was very apprehensive. Should I say something? Should I not say something? Should I filter and say? But he encourages you to talk and he
Right.
encourages you to have your own opinion.
That's
So I
good,
think
yeah.
that's a very good thing because it's actually a conversation. You're not just listening to somebody.
Right.
So, and a very relaxed person to be around and great mentor to have.
Right. You know, it was your big break with the biggest production house in Bollywood. You know, at what point of time did you think that okay, I'll see what kind of a movie that is, or would you take up anything that they would offer?
At no point. At no point did I think that I will
You would
reconsider.
just, yeah.
I was just like, this is
This
it.
is it. Okay.
No, but I'll tell you another thing that when I was auditioning,
Right.
Habib sir was very clear. In the beginning, the first time I met him, we had a long conversation and he said, I'm going to give you a gist of the story. If you're interested, we'll carry forward the auditions.
Okay.
If you're not, then there's no point.
Right.
Which is a very fair
Fair
thing to
thing
do
to
because
do.
why waste
Okay.
anybody's time?
Right. So then you landed upon a set. How tough is acting?
It's tough.
Yeah.
I won't say acting in itself is tough. I think putting together a movie is very, very hard.
Yeah.
Acting, there's scenes that you do which are hard at times. The emotions that you play which are hard. Acting in itself, I don't think is very
Okay.
hard.
Okay.
But I realized that something that is really hard is song and dance, which
Yeah.
I used to think is, oh wow, it's so much fun, and you know that's what I want to do.
Are you a natural dancer or?
I would like to believe so. I believe no, but I've trained in, like I said, Odissi, so I think
Right.
that gives me some sort of grace. I
Mhm,
hope. But that's what I thought would be the most fun, and when I was on set, I realized that that's the toughest thing to do.
Right. So the trailer looks very interesting. I saw the trailer. I saw the song. What we can make out is that you guys are in jail, and you all want to make this band, and you all have to get out. Tell people something more than that.
I can't. I would
Tell us
love
about
to,
your role.
but
Okay,
I can't.
okay.
So I play Bindu,
Yeah.
whose dream is to be a singer. She idolizes Sunidhi Chauhan. She comes from a very different background
Right.
than mine. And I think she's just this independent go-getter and a very, very optimistic girl. And I think I learned a lot from her, and I feel we're very similar.
Right.
I feel like we are the same person also.
You are the same person.
But no, I really connected with her.
The
That's
character.
one
Okay.
reason I decided to do this.
Okay.
She's very inspiring just as a person.
Yeah. Now that the posters are out, the trailer is out, the song is out, how have family and friends reacted to that?
They're very excited.
Yeah.
I somehow feel like people around me are more excited than me
Yeah.
because I feel my excitement is still a little more contained. You
Right,
know?
right.
They're just like bombarding me with messages and sharing things.
What did your parents say?
My mother has never seen me act or dance or
Right.
do anything. So I think
First time.
she was very pleasantly surprised that chalo she can do something,
Right.
you know. Because when I wanted to be an actor, she's just
Right.
like, but I don't even know whether you can do this.
Right.
So when she sent me here, she sent me with not knowing what I was capable of.
Right.
But I think the little bit that I have done or the little bit that is showing is only because of her beeps.
And friends, what is the best message that you've got?
The best message that I have. Oh, my friends texted, a lot of them texted me saying that when we were watching you, we had tears in our eyes. And I think they were just really proud because when you're not from this industry, it's very hard.
Yeah.
And you know, the fact that I am here today and I've achieved what I wanted to achieve, I feel very proud of myself as well. It's
Right.
not easy. And I mean, if I was watching myself, even I would cry. But no, it's just, I think they're just very, very proud of me.
Right.
And they've supported me throughout. So they know how tough it's been for me. And they've been there with me through.
Right. You've reached here, you have a big film with a big banner. How do you see the road ahead? You want to do more films? Any directors you want to work with? Any favorites? Any kind of roles?
Even when I wanted to get into this industry, I don't think I had a particular genre or a particular film that I wanted to debut with. I was just like, I want to act
You
and I
want to
want
be
to be a
in
part of
movies,
this industry. So anything that's interesting or is like substantial, I was ready to do.
Right.
So even further ahead, it's not like, acha, now I've done this, so I'll only dance or I'll only sing or there's nothing. I don't have anything planned. I don't know my next move. I don't know what is going to happen. I'm so new right now. Every interview I do is like, oh, today I have an interview, oh, what is it going to be like? So I'm, instead of planning ahead, I'm actually just absorbing and living
in the present and enjoying it. Okay. Who, like, you know, but when you watch movies, you must be watching movies. What kind of movies do you personally enjoy watching? Any actors that you really are your completely favorites? We all have.
Yeah, no, definitely. But also because I was in boarding school, I've not seen a lot of cinema. But Vidya Balan, Kajol, Anushka Sharma, Kareena Kapoor, I really enjoy their work.
And male actors?
Ranbir Kapoor, Ranveer Singh, Nawazuddin Siddiqui,
Right.
Irfan Khan, Amitabh Bachchan, obviously, Shah Rukh Khan. I mean, there's so many. But sometimes you just, every film is also so different from the other. So you just tend to enjoy like a lot of different films.
Right. Just before we go, tell me, you know, as you come closer to the release, what do you think Thursday night will be like?
Sleepless.
Will you be up?
Yeah. I was up before the launch, I was up before the trailer, I was up before I'm India. I don't know, like my body just decides not to sleep the night before, even though I'm dead tired. But I think sleepless, full of excitement, and I think all of us will be together, so that'll be nice.
Great, best of luck.
Thank you.
Long innings to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It was lovely meeting you.
Thank you.